What's going on, guys? Welcome back to RC Voodoo. Today I have the FMS 1/6 scale Suzuki Jimny, and I'm going to go over a couple of the modifications that I've done to it and clear up some misconceptions that's going around on some of the suspension parts. So the first thing I want to show you is this is a leaf spring RC. Okay. You see the leaves there, front and back leaf spring suspension, but it comes with a little shock like this on all four corners. This is there's no springs, no oil. It's simply for looks. It is a shaft going through with a C-clip on the end. Okay, that's all it is. It's simply just for looks. It does nothing. So I took those off the front. I left them on the back, but as you can see, they're at a pretty steep angle. The reason that is like that, let me get this turned around here. If you see right here, that is connected. Let me get the tire off. Okay, I got the tire off. So this you can see the shock here. This top plate is normally turned around back here. So this mounting point is basically just flipped upside down and in the back. So once you put your leaf springs on the top part of the axle, there is absolutely no room for that would be connected here. Okay, but I've just flipped. Only thing I've done was flip it over so I could put that on an angle. But if it was normal, in normal position, this would be here with the shock completely compressed already. You would have no up and down movement because the shock is already fully compressed when it connects in back here once you do the leaf flip mod. That's why I flipped that forward and run it at an angle, and you can see I still have. Now, like I said, this does nothing for suspension or dampening at all. The only reason I put it back on was maybe to help with, let me zoom out here, just to help with like keeping it located. You know, probably don't even help at all, but I went ahead and just flipped that and ran it forward. Now on the front, okay, on the front, I took it off completely. Run into the same issues. If, okay, right here, it's so dark in there. You can see right here is where it's supposed to mount. Okay, when that's mounted there and into the body, actually it ain't even, there's not even enough space. Okay, yeah, you could mount it there to there where it goes, which is fine when the axles are normal and the leaves are on the bottom. But I mean, you're raising the mounting point that far. Okay, so normally it would be like that to the bottom part of the axle, but now since we have to flip the leaf to get suspension, now this becomes way too short. I could flip that, run this at an angle the same way I did the back, but then I've got the steering components up here that's in the way, and it does nothing anyway. It's just a pointless thing for looks. And I've heard people say that, you know, after flipping the axles, they're going to put bigger shocks on to get more articulation, which, first of all, bigger shock's not going to fit. This, if you put that on, fully compressed already, you have no travel at all. I mean, none. It basically just locks this front suspension completely. So that's one thing I wanted to show you about the suspension. And the shocks are basically for looks. Like I said, no springs, no oil, nothing. So let me get the tires back on here and I'll be right back. Okay, I got the wheels back on here. Now, under the hood, I've just got a shorty pack in here. Turn the switch on. Okay, this comes with just the headlights. It don't come with the running lights here, the little side markers here. Let me get it turned around here. Okay, so we got a set of yellow and a set of red in the back. These do not come. They have the light buckets are there, but you have to wire it all yourself. Add your own LEDs. Turn that off. Okay, let's see if I can get over here. Basically, I just ran them in, wired them up myself, ran them down the frame rail, crossed over here to tie them all into one, and then ran them back up out of the frame rail here, and then back up to the box there. And I just have a 2-pin plug on there, so when you turn the switch on, the lights come on. You turn the switch off, lights come off. Okay. Here's one more thing. Get you down here. Okay. Let's see if. Okay, you can see on top of the steering here, I put a spacer. That is just a that's a ball insert, you know, out of a shock. Yeah, I believe it was out of shock. So just a ball in. I raised up the steering link here because when you flip all this, then the angle is really steep from here to here, and it puts so much pressure on that it puts it in a bind. And on the front, let's see if I can get turned around. I added a spacer here. See, this is normally attached directly to the servo horn, and I've put in maybe a 10mm spacer there, and maybe, you know, whatever size that spacer is there. But lowering the front and raising the bottom will keep that more level and give you the steering you need without putting this in a crazy bind. You know, all you do, if you want to do this, and I've removed all the leaves except one helper, and if that don't break in, I might release, you know, just go down to the single leaf and get rid of that one too. So I'm going to run it like this for a while, waiting on my wheels. This just a set of 2.2s I had extra. Well, not really extra. I robbed an RC that had been setting for years. But that's where at on this one. It's going to get a complete paint job. But yeah, the main thing I wanted to show on this was that these rear shocks do absolutely nothing, or the front shocks. They're not really shocks. They're just for looks. That's going to do it for this video. Just wanted to show you, give you a look at underneath. I'll try to throw in some still shots also. Just to give you a look of, normally the axle setting on this side of the leaves, and the leaves. But there it is. I'll keep you all updated on this one as I start getting parts in and get painted and yada yada. So that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching. I will leave a link in the description if you want to pick up one of these for yourself, and throw a coupon code in there for y'all. And until next time, guys, take care.